What if cell phones never existed? Better or worse? Cell phones have revolutionized modern life, shaping how we communicate, work, navigate, and entertain ourselves. But what if they had never been invented? Would life be simpler or more complicated? While other technologies might have evolved to fill some gaps, the world would look very different. Number one, communication would be more deliberate. People would rely heavily on landlines, emails, and physical mail for correspondence. Public payphones might still be widely available, stationed in malls, train stations, and street corners. Walkie-talkies or personal radio devices might be used more for instant communication, especially among professionals like police, delivery workers, and emergency responders. Face-to-face conversations would be more valued, as people couldn't just send quick texts or check social media. Scheduling meetups would require better planning since people couldn't simply text updates about delays. Number two, internet access would be more stationary. People would access the internet mainly on computers, restricting online activities to homes, offices, and libraries. Instead of instant social media updates, people might engage in online forums, blogs, and email newsletters. Video calls would be restricted to workspaces and home setups, rather than happening on the go via mobile apps. Businesses would need physical offices for in-person meetings rather than relying on remote collaboration via mobile communication. Number three, navigation would be harder. Instead of Google Maps or Waze, people would depend on paper maps, printed directions, and GPS devices mounted in cars. Landmarks and memorization would play a bigger role in finding places. Asking for directions from strangers would be more common, and roadside assistance services would need more physical call stations. Ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft wouldn't exist. People would rely on traditional taxis, buses, and trains. Number four, entertainment would be different. Streaming videos, social media scrolling, and mobile gaming wouldn't exist, making entertainment less instant and more intentional. People would rely on physical books, newspapers, and magazines for reading rather than e-books or digital news apps. MP3 players, portable radios, and CD players would still be the primary way to listen to music on the go. Gaming would be limited to consoles and PCs instead of mobile games, which currently dominate app stores. Movie theaters and TV broadcasts might retain more cultural significance without the constant distractions of mobile streaming. Number five, work and productivity would change. Remote work would be significantly more challenging, requiring employees to be in offices for in-person meetings and phone calls. Business communication would depend more on emails, fax machines, and landline phones, making processes slower. Digital note-taking and productivity apps wouldn't be accessible everywhere, meaning people might carry physical planners and notebooks more often. Quick decision-making would slow down without instant mobile messaging between teams. Delivery and gig economy jobs like food delivery, Uber Eats, DoorDash, or freelance work on mobile-friendly platforms might not exist in the same way. Number six, emergencies would be more challenging. Without instant access to emergency services, people might need to rely on public phones, emergency radios, or personal alarms. Car breakdowns and accidents would require finding the nearest phone or flagging down help instead of instantly calling roadside assistance. Natural disaster alerts and emergency broadcasts would be delivered primarily through TV, radio, or sirens rather than instant mobile notifications. Medical emergencies would be riskier without quick calls to 911, location tracking, or mobile access to medical records. Number seven, social life would be more in person. Instead of texting and social media updates, friendships and relationships would rely more on planned meetups, phone calls, and letters. People would likely spend more time outdoors or in public spaces instead of being glued to their screens. Dating would involve meeting people in person rather than through apps like Tinder or Bumble. Family members living far apart would need to write letters, send emails, or make scheduled landline calls instead of having instant video calls. People might form stronger, more meaningful connections due to the lack of digital distractions. Would it be better or worse? It depends on perspective. Pros of a cell phone-free world: less digital distraction, allowing for deeper focus and mindfulness. Stronger in-person relationships due to the absence of instant messaging. Fewer privacy concerns since mobile tracking and data collection wouldn't exist. More intentional use of technology, avoiding the addictive nature of social media and notifications. Cons of a cell phone-free world. Reduced convenience in communication, navigation, and emergency situations. Slower business operations and less efficiency in remote work. Limited access to instant information, making research and fact-checking more difficult. Fewer opportunities for digital entrepreneurship, content creation, and global connectivity. Final thought, could you live without a cell phone? While a world without cell phones might bring back simplicity and deeper human connections, the loss of instant access to communication, safety, and productivity tools would be a major challenge. Some people might welcome the slower pace, while others would feel disconnected from the modern world. Would you prefer a world without cell phones, or do you think they're too essential now?